Previously on Harrow.
Where are you?
Early Beach. Work.
Who with?
Nichols?
You're the phys ed teacher.
Jesse Walsh.
Stephanie Tolson.
How is he?
He misses you.
I quit? I really was quitting, and then...
I love him, but your dad's a kind of a selfish guy, Fern.
Boats, open water, escape.
Yeah.
I need a really accurate idea of how long he's been in the river.
Look at this. It's a serial number. We can look this up and find out exactly who this guy is.
It's near some excellent schools and very close to the bus stops, and there's a large backyard for the kids.
Okay. Boys,
Did he get you?
how much is it a week?
$7.20, but they may negotiate.
When were the floors polished?
A couple of years ago, but they hold up well.
Eli, Thomas, outside, please.
It has been vacant for some time,
Hey, Eli,
so I'll...
look!
Check it out. Want to climb it?
That'll kill us.
Come on, it's just next door. Race to the top. Get out of the way.
I'm gonna win.
I can't get up. Eli! Eli!
Hey! You can't be here! Get out of here! Are you me sorry? I'm gonna throttle you, little bastards! Get off my property! Go on, get!
Thought you might do this. Steal the radius plate, hide out here, then when I go looking for you, you slip back inside and take all the credit with the lovely Soria Das.
Am I that transparent?
Oh, Dr. Harrow, what a find. You're so clever and so strong, and I'm sure your plenipotentiary instrument is.
Disturbed by your assistant's reference to it.
Unless, of course, she already knows how your plenipotentiary instrument is after North Queensland.
The only thing that Das knows about me after North Queensland is how much I do not like North Queensland.
And take the credit for the plate. Far be it for me to stand in the way of a romance in Blossom.
In Blossom, the only thing in Blossom is a letter of dismissal.
And why are you wearing your good shirt?
Happened to be at hand.
Was your other one ruined when Das tore it off?
You and David really have to stop reading 50 Shades of Innuendo. I don't plan on seeing Sergeant Das today.
Too bad. She's in exam 1. Found him.
For a man with such a cheery disposition, your boss sure has a lot of blues.
You'd be surprised.
So, what did you find that's so exciting?
Simon found this in the Riverbone's concrete.
It's a radius compression plate.
So our John Doe had a broken wrist. How does it help us?
Allow me to show you the good news. Thank you. Take a look at this.
A serial number. You handsome, clever man. Kyriakos has cancelled my dive time, so no skull, but with this...
We'll find our guy.
So, who keeps the serial numbers on file? Hospitals, manufacturers?
Now tell her the bad news.
Well, like the boss, this model is pretty old and has a very shady background. It's a Cimatec model from the 90s, and Cimatec went bankrupt years ago.
Okay, so I'd take it back to scientific, start calling hospitals?
No, let us chase this one up. We'll be faster.
But I've got the long arm of the law.
But we know the medico system.
Have you photographed this?
Yeah, photograph catalogued and backed up.
Okay. Let's see who's faster. Bye.
A race to identify a bone plate pulled from a dead guy's skeleton. How erotic.
I should let you do it.
Fine, I'll do it.
I will do it.
You want to do it?
Go and sterilize something, will you?
I'm putting my money on Das.
I suspected you liked older women fairly, but there are limits.
It's a gift from the Symposium Committee. Gratitude for my outstanding keynote address, the full video of which is now trending.
On morenumbingthanvalium.com.
On the Orthopedics International Forum.
Listen, bone expert.
Don't mock me.
I wasn't.
Oh.
Simitech Ortho Place.
Yes, they went out of business.
I know.
They're bankrupt.
I know.
So why are we still talking?
Which hospital did orthosurgeons work out of in the 90s?
St. Catherine's. Excuse us.
Unfortunately, the company who were doing the filing was sacked, so nothing has been digitized. You have to search for everything by hand.
All of it. Is there any sort of system? By year, patient, or surgeon?
It is sorted by year. Do you have any idea about what year you're looking for?
No. Is there any other way?
Well, you could track down all of the orthosurgeons that worked here in the 90s and then ask for their individual files, but I don't know how you'd do that. I'll leave you to it.
Thanks, Meredith. Oh, come on, Jack.
Round one to Harrow. Meredith told me a shabby man from the morgue had beaten me to it.
Welcome to a year's worth of sifting.
You know, I quite like Meredith's idea of tracking down the orthosurgeons.
Good old Meredith. So, you starting that now?
Nope, nor are you. Work beckons.
I don't want you coming in my house. How many times are you not coming in, all right? We have to come in. We have to search you. Well, you're not coming in without... I'll tell you what, mate, you need a search warrant. Don't you know the rules or something? Yes, I know. You know the rules. Well, I don't care.
Harrow.
Gives us access warrant. You're not coming in my house.
What do you think? 2 years? 3?
3, 4, 5. So that's where she laid, but animals have scattered the rest all over.
She?
Judging by the pelvic bone, she. So she's been lying here for years, in the elements, unnoticed.
Or noticed but unreported.
You're not coming in my house. You got no...
He's a drunk.
Well, he may not have known.
Or he knew because he put her here. He must have smelt it.
Well, we are a long way from the house.
Yeah, that's your club.
I doubt he'd smell it if a camel died on his back porch.
Hey, Sarge.
Why don't you just go away and stop bothering?
Found some clothing.
You've got no right to come round here.
Looks like a shirt and a belt.
Blood.
Let's take a look in the house.
Bloody hell, you're making this more difficult than it needs to be, Mr. Connolly. Why won't you open the cupboard?
It's my private stuff.
Yeah, I'm aware of that, but you know there's a dead woman in your backyard.
No, I didn't know there was a dead woman in my backyard, and I told you that.
So when did your wife go missing?
I told you that, Jesus, 5 years ago.
Right, and why didn't you report her missing?
Because it's nobody's bloody Hey, don't go in there. Stop. Please, stop. Don't go in there.
How much are you drinking each day, Mr. Conley?
That's nobody's business either.
Okay, the search warrant covers the cupboard. Now either you open it or we'll force it open.
It's my stuff.
Oh, all right. Andy, sort that lock out.
Jack? Your phone been playing up?
No. Just some of the callers.
Need some more supplies. You want to talk about it?
Do you?
Not yet. Simitech. Why did they go bankrupt?
Simitech used to make some pretty good gear until they had a bunch of plates made in Estonia? No, Armenia. The plates caused all sorts of problems, resulting in a class action against a few orthosurgeons.
You would have known which ones.
Would this have anything to do with your nocturnal visit to the recently departed Hobart?
Yeah.
I'll have to look in my little black book. I'll get you some names.
What is this place?
It's safe. Come on. Aaron says he's crashed here a couple of times.
Yeah?
He'll be fine. No one seemed to appreciate music today.
How'd you go?
You know, one guy offered me $5 to play Nickelback.
Here.
Yeah, no, I mean, Fish, the bond alone would have to be...
$720 and another fortnight's rent in advance. This is like half. You just need to go somewhere safe. Just us. Just need to work harder and make some money.
And that's what you want?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's that?
Well, I missed your birthday because you didn't tell me. And I saw the photo of you and your dad. You look so happy in it. So... it's the same book from the photo.
That's weird.
What's weird?
Some bones are missing, but most of them are from this hand.
Animals?
Why just one hand? How old did you say the missing wife was?
51.
Well, the skeleton looks to be late middle-aged. This is a mild vertebral fracture. There's another one here. And you can see we've got bone thinning here.
Osteoporosis? Consistent with late middle age?
Perhaps, but come and take a look at this. Her teeth are full of caries. Poor dental hygiene.
So we check the public dental clinic.
Sure, but bad teeth, poor diet. What if she's not 51, but 31, with early onset brought on by poverty, by a really tough life?
So you're saying you don't think it's Connolly's missing wife? Do you know what I think's weird? I think it's weird that you think an alcoholic with PTSD and a cupboard full of knives and a dead lady in his backyard isn't a killer.
Well, he might be a killer, or he might just be bad at lawn maintenance.
Okay, so we check the systems and the public dental records and we see who's right.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm great.
Wait.
What?
Endocam. There.
A sharp blade could have done that.
Have you got a shirt?
Mm-hmm.
Stabbed.
Stabbed a woman, lots of knives. I'll let Nichols know. Can you give us a hand, Simon?
Yeah.
So you think the murder weapon is a double-bladed knife?
A boot knife. Standard issue to most soldiers. The only problem is, I didn't see one in the suspect's knife collection.
So, we've seen the last 4 tenants who lived in the rental home next door to Mr. Connolly. Okay, who's next?
Cassandra Dalton, 6-month lease.
Right.
4 years ago.
Cassandra Dalton.
Oh, my beautiful woman, Brian. If you are going to swipe right, you do know you have to do it on the phone.
Piss off, Harrow. What do you want?
Are these Connolly's neighbours?
Who rented the house next door over the last 6 years, yes.
And?
Well, so far, about as useful as an ashtray and a motorbike. Nobody saw anything. Why are you here?
Do you remember seeing something like this in Connolly's knife collection?
Nothing like that. Do you think this killed our victim?
I do.
Okay. Ta. Now off you go.
Judy? Miss Connolly? Hello? Mr. Connolly? I'm not with the police, I'm with the coroner's office. Mr. Connolly, are you home? Hello? Mr. Connolly? Jesus. Mr. Connolly! No, 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 you don't! Come on! Let's get this off.
It's all right, Mr. Connolly. We'll have you at the hospital soon.
What makes you so sure he's good for it? You had one in your family, didn't you? A drinker.
Every family's got something. Here. The search of the public dental clinic brought up a match.
That's not Connolly's wife.
Well, it doesn't mean Connolly didn't kill her.
Who is she?
Sally Chenery, 31, long-term homeless.
We're a long way from the homeless shelters. Long rap sheet for public nuisance, mental health.
13 years ago, she served 6 months for abducting a toddler.
Well, only 6 months.
She gave him back the next day.
Huh.
Anyway, Sally was reported missing 4 years ago.
Who reported her missing?
I first met her after I got funding to make a documentary on homelessness. Sally was one of the people who agreed to be interviewed. We started filming with her, but she left suddenly, and I couldn't find her, so I reported her missing. Brought some footage with me. This is just the raw footage.
Okay, are you ready? My name's Sally. I'm homeless. That means a lot of people have already made up their mind about me before they know anything about me. Crim, druggie, grub. I don't want this life. I want what everyone wants. I want a home. I want a job. I want my family. No one will give me a chance, you know? No one will believe me.
Come on, we gotta go.
I don't want to.
Come on. We're going.
What was it? Who's that?
I don't know. He wouldn't talk to me.
Go back to where he grabs her, then move it forward frame by frame.
Come on, we gotta go.
I don't want to.
Come on. We're going.
Stop. That tattoo on his hand. There.
Yep, we can search Nani's for that. You didn't speak to him?
No. I wonder if he might be the father.
Father?
The baby, she said, was taken away from her. The one she said she used to sing to.
15 years ago, Sally was admitted to hospital with influenza. She had a baby with her, an unregistered baby that wasn't born in the hospital system,
So the registrar ordered a maternity test.
which determined that Sally wasn't the mother.
Mistake, maybe?
The hospital did 2 rounds of DNA tests. Child Services did a 3rd before they took the baby away. It's a rare dust. It's just over here, next to the fence. Does it get boring being right all the time?
Not all the time. Just on work days.
This is going to be Connolly's knife, and Nichols is going to charge him. must be time for that drink.
Coming! You're early. Jesse.
Stephanie Quinn,
Tolson.
14 days to pay, or it's court.
I have told you people, this is not my debt.
Not mine either, love. 14 days.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, listen, where are you?
Baxter's. Why?
I need a favour. I don't like
It's fine.
doing this, having to do this. I'll pay you back.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. How did you get here?
Friend, I better go.
I must go to Fern, have you?
You?
No.
Hi. I was just parking and I saw you, so...
This is Stephanie Tolson, my...
Ex-wife.
this is Soraya Das' new Socko.
Right. Hey, I bet you're glad you missed out on having to go to Early Beach with that crocodile business.
I did go to Early Beach with that crocodile business.
Sorry to interrupt. I was worried, but I can see you're okay now.
This is your friend.
We should go and have a drink.
No.
Yes.
I don't mind.
Have you noticed why he does this with his fingers when he's thinking? The thing is, he does that when he's not thinking. He does it a lot.
I don't do that.
You're doing it now. So, Soraya, scenes of crime, you work with dead bodies?
Sometimes. Hence, forensic pathologists. It's not so much work for Daniel as a way to show that he's right.
Not always right.
And that he knows things.
Well, I do know things.
It makes you wonder, though, how a man who can hear once about a 15th century harpsichord from some Royal Orchestra museum
That's the Clavicytherium from the Royal College of Music.
can remember that, but you tell him about his daughter's dance recital 9 times and he still misses it. Ooh. Smokers, obviously.
Reformed.
Grammar Nazis? Misuse of apostrophes.
Well, how hard is it to separate a possessive pronoun from a contraction?
Guys who have to point out logic flaws in films right in the middle of the movie.
film.
Yes, yes. So, Daniel, how did you manage to convince this lovely woman who you obviously irritate into marrying you?
It was a long time ago.
I was 21. I just started my first year of teaching. And my parents both died in a car accident. I had to go and identify them, and Daniel was the one there. And he was so gentle with them, my parents. So caring. And he was honest about how they died, and that helped. And then he called me every day for the next 6 months just to make sure I was okay. And I wouldn't let him go.
Long time ago.
We should be on our way. Might lose our table.
It was nice to meet you, Soraya.
Yeah, you too. Steph's nice. Do you still love her?
Yeah. But it's an old love that's run its race.
Why'd you lie to her then? About being up north with me?
I don't know. It's been 6 years since I've divorced, but this is the first time that I've felt.
I thought you were smart and you knew things.
God.
Oh, so sorry. Sorry. It's my sister. I have to go. Sorry.
You're still parking illegally up there.
Oh, piss off.
Should report you.
It's illegal to beg. I'd report you.
You'd be an arsehole.
And you'd be a bigger arsehole. Lindsay, where have you been? I haven't seen you around for a while.
Oh, around here and there.
It's pretty cold, Linz. Still got that bunk on the boat.
No, I don't like confined spaces.
Well, the offer's always there. Hey, listen, I need to find someone who was on the streets a few years ago. This guy stands out. He's 6'4", big trench coat, a tattoo of a black sun on his hand. I think he might have hurt someone.
Heard them bad if you're involved. 6'4", black sun. I'll ask around. It's dangerous out here. People don't appreciate that.
Baby, baby.
What?
We gotta get out of here.
Hey, who's that? Hey, you two, stop.
Sorry, mate.
Oi! You two, get back here!
Fish! Slow down. Stop. Fish.
We can't keep doing this.
Doing what?
This. Sleeping in strange places, I can't.
Here, come on. Just come here. Why do you get like this? Why do you freak out? You can tell me.
That was,
Different.
Jesse.
What?
I didn't leave the side gate open. The shed's unlocked.
I'll leave you to it. See ya.
Harrow!
What?
You all right? Hey, great, mate. Got a name for your son tattoo. Bill Ritson. He's been doing community service.
We found Sally's remains in the suburban backyard. Is there anything you can tell us about what happened?
Do I have to make a statement?
Sometime. You were pretty rough with her on that video.
I was just angry with her because she wouldn't look after herself. All she cared about was taking her photos and getting her boy back.
You weren't the father?
Nah, it was long before me. I don't think Sal knew herself. She was disappearing, you know, looking for him. And then she got sick.
With what?
She didn't like to talk about it. I remember that documentary day. She had an appointment at the hospital. She didn't want to go, so I took her. A few days later, she was gone. All she took was a camera. I never saw her again.
I want a home, I want a job. I want my family. No one will give me a chance. No one will believe me.
It's Sunday. I have a grading. What's so important?
The bandits are coming, but we can only pay in rice.
Oh, you see?
Oh. I think I missed something. And I need a second opinion from a world-renowned osteology expert. This bone thinning, I thought it was early onset osteoporosis brought on by poor diet, poor health.
It's a fair conclusion.
But?
Osteolytic lesions could be as a result of abdominopelvic disease or ovarian cancer that metastasized into the bone.
Ovarian cancer. Thank you, Lan.
This is Simon. You know what to do.
Hey, it's me. I need you to go to the oncology department at Prince Edward's and see if Sally Chenery ever presented there for cancer treatment. And if so, I'll need her files.
Most people don't even look at me. They just keep their eyes to the ground because they know that if they look up, they might see me. And then
Nice work. Pentax K1000, they made like 3 million of these.
Is there film in it?
Yes. Don't get your hopes up. It's been out here for years in the rain.
Might be a photo of whoever killed her.
You think she was put up here?
Left a body up here. So she was stabbed. Splenic artery severed, bleeding out. She knew it was bad, but she climbed anyway.
Maybe to escape her killer.
Maybe. And then she dies up here. Skin and flesh fall off. But this hand remains.
These branches, how do we find out how old they are?
So they're actually called water sprouts. And you're quite right, Dr. Harrow. They're shoots that arise from, like, main trunks and branches, and in this case, from where a branch was removed. Maybe it was to give a better view of the house next door. Actually, it reminds me of a rather funny limerick about water sprouts. A plant of unusual genus reminded a lass
How old
of
are those water sprouts?
Let me see. I'd say about 4 years.
So, do we know who lived next door 4 years ago?
Cassandra Dalton? You used to be Mr. Connolly's neighbour? I was wondering if we could ask you a couple of questions.
I thought I was clear when I spoke to Detective Nichols. I never saw or heard anything.
Well, now we have a face. Did you ever see that woman? In Mr. Connolly's yard or around the neighbourhood?
Sorry. I'm sure I'd remember.
Hey, Mum, have you seen my other... Oh, I just lost my other one.
What about you? What's your name?
Noah. Dalton.
Hi, Noah. Do you recognise this lady?
No, sorry.
I think we're done.
Noah, is this your mum?
Yes?
We're done.
What was that?
How old was that boy? 15?
I guess.
Remember Sally's rap sheet? She kidnapped a toddler 13 years ago.
A 2-year-old, yeah.
Who'd now be...
15, I get it. Sally gave that kid back.
Because she wasn't crazy. She knew she had the wrong kid.
The hospital ran DNA tests, child services ran more tests. There wasn't a mistake.
Sure. But what if Sally thought there was? We need to find out if Noah there's adopted.
Where have you been? Why haven't you been answering your calls? Baby.
I'm sorry.
Cal, what happened?
I'm such an idiot. He said we needed money, so I went and got gear off Billy to sell. But right after, I got mugged.
Billy? How'd you get the money?
I'm so sorry. I'll make back the money.
You went and bought gear off Billy, and right after you got mugged. You know, that would have been one of his guys, right?
Thought I was being smart.
I gotta go see Billy.
No way. The guy's a psycho. No, I'm not letting you.
We've got the camera back from the lab. Evidence of Sally's blood, no one else's. Huh. It's taken from the tree.
Can you zoom in? It's Noah.
Another. So this is where Sally took the photos.
And where she died. But the knife was found here. It had been firmly stuck in her ribs. But this is where it got pulled out.
Do you think it was still in her on the other side?
Yes, because that's where she got stabbed. So Cassandra Dalton and her son lived here 4 years ago.
And Sally knew Noah was here. She photographed him. I think she came for him. How long ago do you think these were polished?
A few years ago. Watch your step.
There's a lot of junk down here. See anything?
No. Wait. Blood.
It was self-defense. She was crazy. She wanted Noah. She came to take him. And Noah is not her child. The hospital proved it.
You don't have to say anything right now.
I don't care. I didn't know she died. I didn't know she was in the tree. I was just protecting my boy, not hers. Mine. What would you do to protect your child? What would you do?
Do you think I had your boyfriend rolled?
I know you did.
You're smarter than him. So what are you gonna do about it?
It's what you're gonna do. You're gonna spot me $1,000 worth of E. I'm gonna sell it. Then I'm going to give you $1,500. And then we don't need to speak again.
Lift up your shirt.
What?
Lift it. Right up. Turn around. I want to see if you're clean.
Doesn't look like E.
That's something better, apparently. I haven't had a chance to move him yet. So you can. 1,500. 1 week.
I want a home, I want a job, I want my family. No one will give me a chance. No one will believe me. Most people.
Hi. What's so important?
Sally's DNA results are in.
I thought you tested that days ago.
We tested her bones. Once I learned that Sally had ovarian cancer, I sent Simon to the oncology department at Prince Edward's, where she was diagnosed. The oncology department took biopsy samples of her ovarian tissue as part of her diagnosis. They still had those samples. Here is Sally's DNA from her bone sample. And here is the DNA sample from her ovarian tissue.
They're different. Is that a mistake?
No mistake. Sally had 2 sets of DNA. She was a chimera. She should have been born a twin, but in utero, she absorbed the DNA of that twin. And that different DNA resided only in her ovarian tissue. Her body contained 1 set of DNA, but her ovarian cells contained the DNA of her dead twin. And that was the DNA that was passed on to Noah. So, when the hospital tested this homeless woman's DNA against that of an infant born outside of the hospital system, they were different. So they took him away.
So Noah is her son?
Yeah. And no one believed her.
I'm not supposed to talk to anyone.
But you want to, though, don't you? It was you, wasn't it? You snuck into old man Connolly's house, took his knife. An army knife, a grown-up knife. And you played with it because that's what boys do. And then there was that woman. You'd seen her before, hadn't you?
What? Ever since I was little. She was scary.
Then one day, you were at home. She came for you. But you had Connolly's knife.
I was just trying to protect us. We didn't know how badly I hurt her or where she went. She was my real mum, wasn't she? What do I do now? Will I go to jail?
I don't know. But I do know that your mum will go to jail for a very long time. And I know that she'll do so happily to protect you. It's up to you.
Someone left this for you. What is it?
It's her boy.
If I had a box just for wishes and dreams that had never come true, the box would be empty except for the memory of how they were answered by you. But there never seems to be enough time to do the things you want to do once you find them.
He's confessed. The Dalton boy. Noah. You overstepped. You're encouraging Das to overstep. We don't need another Harrow.
You ready? Good work. But you're developing a backlog, so clear it up.
Like walking in on your parents having sex.
Only worse.
So much worse.
Hi.
Hi. Guess what I've got?
High hopes of winning Eurovision.
Yeah, but also, Kyriakos approved me a little coffle of slaves. I'm gonna find this orthopedic surgeon before you do. You want to put money on it?
You should have tried for the bet before you told me about the slaves.
It's a gentleman's wager.
You got it. Yeah, thank you, Doctor. Yes, I do. It's 355B 21B. B for Bravo. Okay. Thank you, Doctor.
You got Anthony's name from Jack Twine.
Yes, Jack was my old boss.
He was a good friend for Anthony when he got into trouble. Are you in trouble too?
The police are coming.
More trouble? I suppose if you're here from the morgue, there is. I don't think I can handle
Listen. It's up to you. But I know what they're looking for. And it doesn't have to be here when they arrive. Now, you don't know what they're looking for, and you can honestly say that you've not touched the files.
This is what we're looking for.
I think that those bones might have been in the river for less than a year.
I'm putting a request to have them destroyed. Get Simon to get rid of them.
This is the first time I think we've ever failed.
3 young people heading to emergency suffering exact same symptoms, high heart rate, dehydration, mild hallucinations.
The seller was a young woman.
I know you love her, mate, but don't play me for a fool.
Okay.
I'll get you out of here.
The crime wave continues next on ABC and iView when Amelia Fox stars in a gripping new instalment of Silent Witness.